The Prophet Muhammad, a perfect model of love and respect in marriage. In a world where relationships are often marked by ego, distance, and misunderstandings, the life of Prophet Muhammad shines like a beacon of love, mercy, and emotional intelligence. He wasn't just a messenger of God. He was a husband whose actions taught the world what it truly means to love, care, and live with someone in peace. He didn't raise his voice in anger, nor did he ever strike a woman, as he himself said. The best of you are those who are best to their wives, and I am the best of you to my wives. Tirmidhi. This was not a claim of superiority, but an invitation, a sunnah to follow. He would sit with his wives, eat with them from the same plate, drink from the same cup, even when they were in a state of impurity. Aisha radiallahu said, "The Prophet would drink from the place I had drunk and eat from the place I had eaten." Muslim. It wasn't just physical closeness. It was emotional intimacy. The kind that says, you are cherished just as you are. He played with them, smiled at them, raced with them. He once raced with Aisha and she beat him. Later, when she gained weight, he beat her in the race and gently reminded her, "This one is for that time." Musnad Ahmad. It wasn't a competition. It was companionship. He made his wives feel seen, loved, and safe. When his wives would speak, he would listen attentively, never interrupting or dismissing their emotions. Aisha once shared a long story of 11 women describing their husbands, and the Prophet listened till the end and even gave a thoughtful response. He wasn't distracted. He gave his time, his attention, and his heart. He helped in the house not as a favor, but as part of life. Aisha radiallahu said, "He used to sew his clothes, mend his shoes, and do what men do in their houses." Bukhari. He didn't treat housework as a woman's burden. He was the seal of prophets. Yet he didn't find it beneath him to sweep the floor or fetch water. When his wives felt jealousy, and they did, he didn't scold them. Once when Aisha broke a dish out of jealousy, the Prophet smiled, picked up the pieces and said, "Your mother has become jealous," Bukhari. No blame, just understanding. He recognized emotions and responded with calm and wisdom. He honored the love of his past. Even after Khadija radiallahu had passed away, he would send gifts to her friends, speak of her often. And when others asked why he still mentioned her, he replied, "She believed in me when people disbelieved. She supported me when others abandoned me." Ahmad. That was his loyalty, unwavering, undying. He didn't hide his feelings. He showed affection openly. He would kiss his wives before leaving for prayer, even when fasting. Abu Dawud. That wasn't against modesty, that was modesty. Pure, loving, halal affection between husband and wife. He maintained justice and fairness among all his wives. Even when he loved Aisha dearly, he never let that affect the rights of the others. He would spend equal time, give equal gifts, and pray, "O Allah, I do justice with what I control, so do not hold me accountable for what I do not control." Abu Dawud. He lived with balance, and he left behind a legacy of emotional intelligence, romance, compassion, and responsibility. His wives weren't just companions. They were students, partners, and friends. He discussed matters of deen with them, listened to their advice, and sometimes changed his decisions based on their counsel. On the day of Hudaybiyah, when the companions were hesitant to shave their heads, it was Salama radiallahu who advised the Prophet to do it himself. And the people would follow, and he accepted her advice. He made them feel valued. He gave space for them to express themselves. Even in moments of disagreement, he kept his manners. He never humiliated, mocked, or degraded. He created an atmosphere of love that inspired not only his wives, but generations to come. Today, we struggle to maintain marriages for even a few years. The Prophet showed us how to build a bond that survives time, emotions, and even death. Dear brothers and sisters, love is not just about flowers, gifts, or romantic words. Love is washing dishes when your spouse is tired. Love is listening without judging. Love is serving, forgiving, laughing, and sacrificing. And no one embodied that love more than our beloved Prophet Muhammad. If we wish to bring peace to our homes, let's bring the Sunnah into our homes. Let us revive the prophetic model of marriage, not just in rituals, but in character, because the greatest man to ever walk the earth was not just a prophet, a warrior, or a leader. He was also the best husband.